This is Rod Isaac of Rise Uncensored Podcast. You know, if the belly don't jiggle, don't wiggle. I don't want to wiggle. AKA the Fupa Protector, AKA Rod Levert, AKA Rod Womack, AKA all of them above. I got a special guest today, Smurf of Aries Sports Talk, right? Did I say it right?
Aries talking sports
Oh, okay.
with a Z.
What is Z? What is Z? Oh man, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. How about yourself?
Good, man. Give the people a background of your podcast and yourself, man.
Okay. Well, of course, my name is Smurf. I'm your lovable asshole on Aries talking sports with a Z with my co-host, Reg the Prime Minister. Shout out to my dog. Man, we're both. So, of course, we'll start with the name Aries talking sports. Of course, we both like sports. We're both Aries, and we both share the same birthday. So.
Damn, y'all share anything else? Y'all share a womb?
Nah, nah.
What?
That's
What's
my
the odds of that? What's the
right.
odds of that?
That's my dog. We both were in the military, so we linked up with each other through the military, and we just been dogs ever since, man. And like I said, he has his own podcast called and it's unapologetic the podcast. That's where I first got with him as far as podcasting, and then just kind of took off from there. Then I created my own. I've been on a couple. I've had a couple, but now I finally settled into my own. So my podcast that I have outside of sports, it's now called T-shirt Wars Podcast,
Hmm.
formerly known as More Than a Photographer. So, and that's just where I do comment, your common stuff, everyday talk or whatever's coming down the line in the world or whatever I feel like talking about.
Yeah, let me get to the better of the evils. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw you off the group, man. I seen somebody comment your name and stuff like that, man.
Yes.
Cause this podcasting game is, you know what I mean, it's worse than the streets, man. You gotta pretty much beg a motherfucker to come on to talk. You
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly.
And you know what I mean? It don't take too much to support it. You know what I mean? A fellow brother and just come talk. You know what I
Right.
mean? Cause
Absolutely.
it's all about networking. You know what I mean? Pushing somebody else to get a different kind of eyes on you, man.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm all for it, man. For my girl Natasha to tag us in it was love. I've been on her podcast a couple times, and shooting the shit with her. But me personally, I enjoy getting on podcasts and just shooting the shit, whether it's with people I know or people I don't know. Like for us to get on a platform and talk our shit and have fun with it, and it gives us a chance to let people hear our thoughts, our opinions, and shit like that, and be who we are.
Hmm. So man, let's get into your you say your Crimson Tide,
Yes, sir.
Roll Tide, roll.
Roll Tide roll.
So man, you know what I mean. You had a real dirty loss. You know what I mean. Real bad loss last year, man.
Yeah, man.
It was worse than my first divorce. But um, how do y'all come back from that, man? How you know what I
Dog,
mean? How does Big Nick get over this?
dog, we've seen Nick do this shit time and time again. So for as a Bama fan, I don't have a lot of concern.
Hmm.
Um, I do hate that we're at the point now with the school where we have so much. Our turnover is not with the players; it's with the coaching. That's where I have the problem at.
I don't think Bill going anywhere. Bill O'Brien ain't going nowhere. Nobody
Yeah,
want him. Nobody wants him. I'm just being
but
real.
he's been a great fucking addition. I will tell you that. Like to see in no shade to Lane Kiffin and everybody else that's preceded him, Shark, uh, Sharkeesian, like he came in and it was like we picked up right where we left off. And with Tua leaving and then Bryce coming in,
Mhm.
like it was good to see. Like it wasn't a lot of slack. We just had fucking terrible injuries towards the SEC championship, and then in the championship game with Jamerson going down. So I was like, I felt like had we had Jamerson not gone down, it would have been a ball game.
Yeah, once he
I
went
won't
down, it
say
was over with.
yeah,
It
I
was
won't
over
say
with.
that we could have won. I won't say we would have definitely won, but it would have been. I felt like it would have been a shootout because Georgia defense they came to play fucking ball, and I was like, you can't take You can't take nothing away from a team like that. Like, and then it's hard to beat a team twice like that in a season. Like we got them in the SEC championship. Motherfuckers came back and got our ass in the national championship game. So, I when shit that you can do about it.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was definitely an interesting game to watch, man.
Hmm.
But I feel like it definitely was a sock to him. But what do you think was worse loss, y'all against Deshaun or that right there? What do you think was worse loss
Oh
against
man,
Clemson?
man, fuck that. I'm still salty about that
Which
fucking
which which
Clemson.
one it hurts more? Like,
I'm the Clemson lost. The Clemson lost only because that to this day that was a pick play, a pick play that did not get called. I'm still salty about that, and I think it's because of the fact that that shit went down to the wire the way it did, and to get I mean, hey, hell of a play by Deshaun and Clemson for them to win, but still, I was a little salty about that. With
I think Clemson was like gonorrhea. You know what I mean? It was like gonorrhea,
right,
and,
them
and
motherfuckers weren't going
it
nowhere,
was like
boy.
gonorrhea, and you know what I mean. That loss is like, you know what I mean, like crabs. You know, it was a little
Oh,
light.
bruh. But the Georgia loss, it's a loss like that is it's far and in between. And besides, I said they owed us that loss because we got their ass in the national championship game with Tua when Tua was a freshman. I
Hmm.
always tell them second to 26, second to 26. Like you, by far the best play I've ever seen in Alabama football since I've been watching. Since I've been watching Alabama football, like to win a national title on the very last play of the game, and for it to be from Tua to Devontae Smith, who at that time both were freshmen. Like that was dope to see. But that's why I was like that Georgia, they owed us that ass whooping. Like I said, just from the couple of the month or so prior with us winning the SEC championship. So
How do you feel about the first game y'all against Utah State? How do you feel like? I'd
uh,
rather see y'all go against A&M first game because
yeah,
I
oh
love
yeah,
Jimbo, and Jimbo can't
I can't.
stand that nigga right now. I'm
I
just being
can't.
real about it.
Hey, oh no, I'm with you because I can't wait. I can't wait for that A&M game. As far as us facing Utah State, of course, everybody's gonna bat. Everybody always bashes Alabama for their schedule, like the non-conference schedule. And I'm
Hmm.
like, every you sit there and you'll bash, Nick Saban or whoever for setting up the schedule, but it's like when the schedule, when they're setting it up, it's out there. It's out there. So it's not like we,
It's a years ahead though. A lot of people don't
yeah,
understand it's years ahead.
yeah. And the thing is, you want to if you want to play the best early, play the best early. But the thing is, you can't. People can't complain about their team not locking up with Alabama or Alabama not locking up with their team for early game if because of course a lot goes into that shit. Money. A lot of money is talked in when it comes to this shit. So, like all that has to match up. Like where they gonna play, it has to be a neutral site. All this other shit. Like a lot goes into it, and some teams, they can reach out to your team, whether it be Clemson or whoever, early,
Hmm.
and they'll be like, okay, we want to play in Atlanta, and your team be like, nah, we don't want to play in Atlanta, we want to play somewhere else, and it's a tug of war. That's one thing. Then then of course the conferences got to come in with the whole money shit. Like it's just a lot. So at this point, it's just to the point. Okay, who can we get to play us on this day at this time at this spot? And let the conferences decide what the money gonna split, TV deals, and all the other shit. Like it's a lot that goes into it. It is what it is with us having to play Utah State. I just want to see.
I think it's gonna be like a 40 piece. Y'all should be
Yeah,
able to put a
I'm
40
gonna say
piece on.
I just want to see these boys come out and play a good first game. I want to see what they're gonna look like. Of course, first game lets you know what it give you a taste of what they're gonna look like. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm I'm looking forward to the defense. The hell with the offense. I'm looking forward to the defense because
We all know
Will
you
Anderson.
DBU. You already know y'all DBU.
I'm talking about Will Anderson. I'm talking about Will Anderson Jr., the guy who should have won the Heisman last season. I want to see him and his defense get down.
So what else y'all? What else you looking forward to? Will Anderson, you said. Anybody else you looking? You know, what I mean, want to put a spotlight on?
Uh, I mean, of course, just the team. It's just more so the team in general. Um, for us to return as many players as we did coming into this season is was a shock to me because of how many we actually lost as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they're gonna talk. I know like the talking heads will talk about our offense as far as receivers and the running backs. I think we'll be okay. I think we're gonna be fine. We picked up transfers from both Louisville and from Georgia, and they were like they were like you know they I don't think they were necessarily their number one receivers, but they were like their start like they were both starting receivers for those teams. So for them to come on in and then with a good amount of freshmen and sophomores that we have coming in, I think offense is going to be fine. It's just between that and the offensive line. That offensive line always worries me just because they'll look good one game and then fucking shit the bed the next.
Man, I'm just scared to take a linebacker from Alabama. To be honest with you, man.
Why is that?
Because they always shit the bed in the league.
Yes and no. Um,
The last good one y'all had, we got Dante Hightower,
yes, sir.
and that's the last one.
CJ
Like, yo,
CJ Mosley was good.
you're right. I give you that. I give you that.
He did his thing. Yeah, it's hit or miss. And then
Don't get no D tackle either. Leave that alone. I can go Cody. I can go Cody. Remember, remember the field goal blocker.
Mount Cody. Hell, fucking what the Commanders got all the damn D tackles and defensive ends from damn Alabama. Go on that Payne. Who's all on that Payne? It's like they got like three. They got like three different defensive linemen in Washington for Alabama.
But I'm just hoping, you know, your boy, I think his name LeBrian Ray.
Yeah,
I'm hoping he makes the squad, man, because that I don't know how he didn't get drafted. I know I read some things about him being injured a lot,
yeah,
but that boy's a dog.
man.
That boy's a dog.
And shit, you want the but hey, if that's what you want on your team, you want those dogs on your team. But if motherfucking injury prone, I mean, I understand why people staying away from him.
But that boy's been a dog in the preseason.
I think the way he's playing. Where's he at?
He's with New England. Well, my squad.
Yeah.
My squad.
Okay, bet. So yeah, I think if he's
Nick say, Nick Saban always give us the work. Yo, pick Mac Jones up. Pick Mac Jones up.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Nobody.
shout out to Mac Jones, man. A lot of these talking heads giving him grief. I'm like, dog, he's the only rookie QB in that class that was able to make the playoffs. You know,
Yeah.
he's done well, and I'm like, he's not
At first,
doing.
at first, I did want Trey Lance. I'm being
Yeah,
real
yeah.
about it.
Oh,
At first, I
absolutely.
was like, damn, I like to have Trey because the
Yeah.
year prior we messed up. We could have got Lamar.
Dog. So I live in Louisville, Kentucky right now. And
Okay.
I,
Oh
I
man.
saw I saw Lamar play. I've seen Teddy play. I've seen Lamar
Mm.
play. Like to watch Lamar play, I was like, yo, and then for y'all to pass up on him and to let Baltimore get him, I was just like, yo, had he have been able to back up Tom Brady.
Like I feel like, man, like I grew up out no farther from you. I grew up in Clarksville, Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
right there by the not 2 minutes far from Fort Campbell and stuff.
Yeah,
Growing
yeah,
up,
yeah.
so I was like, man, we get something like that. That'd been a difference maker. Like I'm,
Yeah, I mean, and we've seen what Lamar has done since he's been in the league. I just hate the fact that he's been fucking hamstringed by shitty fucking surrounding offense. No
Oh, Greg
real
Romans. Yes, say that. Greg Roman.
no real receivers.
I like that rookie receiver they got. I think he's from like Fort Valley or something like a little
Well,
D2 college.
you talking about now.
Yeah. They
No,
got.
I'm talking about prior to
Oh
now.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
with
yeah,
like
yeah.
When Hollywood Brown's your top receiver, like come on, dog.
Like it's like they got a robbery for that. I don't know how they finesse. A Chanel
Bro.
purse for a Louis bag for all them picks. But
Birkin.
how, they had a Sherelle bag. You know what I mean? Not even Chanel, Sherelle.
For real.
But how they finessed them, that shit was beautiful. All them
They,
picks.
they gonna fuck it up though. They about to fuck it up. Like
Oh my god.
for it being time for Lamar's contract, like you still haven't signed. First of all, he's entering into his last year of his rookie deal, and y'all have yet
They go.
to.
You know what they're gonna do? Franchise tag. That's what black quarterbacks get. Franchise
Oh,
tag.
but I'm like, what else does he have to do though? This motherfucker has won. He's won the MVP. He's carried y'all to the playoffs time and time again. Now,
This
you haven't
this
got
man been running
Lamar
the pistol. This man been running the pistol his
the whole
whole NFL career.
time and been killing it. Motherfuckers say, "Oh, we need to see him pass. He can pass in the pocket. He can do it on the run. He can run the ball. Like he opens up so much for your offense, and yet you still refuse. Not only do you refuse to give him an extension, but you refuse to build a better offense around him.
It's no disrespect, but I'm taking him over Kyler Murray any day of the week.
Ah, hell yeah!
Any day of the week.
I think I seen that shit on. I was at work one day, and I think they had that shit up on either First Take or damn on First Take or Get Up. It was one of them, and I was like, is this even a real question? Because I'm taking the motherfuckers who's proven to me to be able to take his team to the playoffs, who's won a MVP, who does this shit time and time, who's shown that he can do this shit time and time again, even with a shit team, a shit offense at least.
I think they need it. I don't know if they trying to give Huntley the bag. I don't know what they doing, but you let that man. They let that man not you franchise tag him next year or this year, and you don't give him the bag the following year. Somebody gonna grab
Oh,
him up.
somebody gonna get him. And
Could you imagine him? Could you imagine him with the Dolphins, with that defense, with Tyreek,
what they we all about to say, and what they have now at receiver, Tyreek,
that big ass tight end, Mike
Jalen Waddle,
something.
Jalen Waddle. Do they still have Devontae Parker?
No, Devontae Parker. He's with us right now.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm like, damn. But yeah, I'm like, even just with those two, and then you got you got a running back. Actually, got two running backs. Like Miami, offensively, they're pretty much they have a ready made offense. So like you said, imagine Lamar with Miami.
I already got my picks. You know what I mean. Got my job. He thinks Miami gonna win the first year. They're going to be a stellar playoff team. I said, man, you still got to see, man.
Right.
I trust my coach against anybody. A rookie head coach any day of the week.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you know what I mean. Waddle's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Waddle's nice, but how you gonna use him?
That's gonna be that. That's a major question because
don't try to use him. Don't try to use him like he's what's Debo. Don't try to use him like that shit.
Nah, that'll be more. If you're gonna do anybody like that, you'll do Tyreek. You'll do Tyreek like that.
You know what I mean? Don't try to do no slick shit.
He doesn't have that frame like Debo does. He doesn't have the build like Debo does.
But I feel like they're gonna get cute though. I feel like they're gonna try to get cute.
Yep.
Kyle Shanahan, you know what I mean, philosophies, and you're gonna try to get cute. But I feel like my Patriots probably gonna go 1-1 with them. I don't feel like we're gonna get swept. I don't feel like we're gonna get swept by them at all.
Nah. I think, like I said, I'm pulling for Mac Jones, man. I'm pulling for Mac Jones. I pull for all the Bama players that get.
How do you feel about Jameson Williams going to Detroit? Do you think that's a good move?
It's a good look. I work once they get a better quarterback.
You don't have no faith in Jared Goff?
Fuck no. I ain't I ain't have faith in him when he was with the Rams, let alone the fucking Lions.
I wouldn't mind having Nick Swift though. I always loved Nick
Yeah.
Swift. What
Oh yeah. Hey,
bad boy.
I tell you what, when I had Nick Swift on my damn fantasy team, I was getting them points. I was getting them points, boy. I was like, yep, let me go on and get them. But Jameson Williams, James Williamson, I think he'll be fine. Like once he gets back healthy and all that good stuff, I think he'll be okay. It's just like I said, of course, the Lions need a quarterback. Um, I'm sure they're going to. I'm sure. I don't know who's coming out next year.
They might as well just keep Jared Goff too. That
Well, you
Manning
got.
boy come out.
I'm about to say, or you got CJ Stroud from Ohio State. Or hold on, what's their quarterback? Is Stroud their quarterback or is he your receiver? I forget. But nonetheless, their quarter. So Ohio State's quarterback, bad boy.
Okay.
Um, like now, if the Lions try and wait it out for him, I understand. Dual threat quarterback can run it, can throw it. Uh, like I can see him at the helm of the Lions. Um, Bryce Young, not so much. Trying to think of any other quarterback. Like those are the two top quarterbacks in college right now that I can think of that'll possibly be in next year's draft. That'll be looked at.
What do you think? What kind of record you predict for your Cowboys, man? Do you think y'all can win the East? Do you
Hold
think
up,
y'all can
dog.
win the
Hold up.
East?
First of all, don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on
You
me.
know what I mean,
Hey, so to your viewers and listeners, I am a reformed Cowboys fans. I have been off that narcotic for some years now.
but you know what I mean. I bet you bleed blue.
No, no. I once I got off that narcotic, that was a wrap, bro.
So you don't support your boys no more.
No,
Damn.
I
Damn.
I as much as I want like Dak to do well, and some like certain individuals on the team, like the team as a whole. Look, put it like this: until Jerry Jones is no more when it comes to the Cowboys,
But his son gonna take over, so it doesn't matter.
I'd rather for damn Steven to take over right now than fucking Jerry. Because Jerry worse than fucking Diddy. All up in the videos, all up in goddamn cameras and shit. Sit your old ass down somewhere, dog. Please.
But I feel like that play, man. I'm gonna take you back to that play.
Oh shit.
Get y'all in the 49ers. I just don't understand why the fuck would you call a draw, quarterback draw, with that much time?
Hello.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And
This coming from a fucking bench warmer that didn't even get no playing time. You know what I mean? Playing 5A at Kidwood High School down in Clarksville.
You're right.
And that shit didn't make sense to me. Why
It
would you
didn't
run
make
a
sense to
draw?
nobody. It was like, what are you doing? But now that's the other part. Fucking get the coach out of there too. When the fuck is he? Like I can't even remember. I don't. Who's the fucking coach? I can't even
Kellen
think of
Moore. Kellen Moore's the offensive coordinator.
was a coordinator, but
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy, get his ass out of there. Even when I was like, as much as I wanted to go back to the Cowboys, they signed him. It's like, okay, y'all really have done that shit. Y'all really have done it for me.
I heard, you know, I mean, rumor has it that y'all trying to wait out for Sean Payton, but you know,
Don't say y'all, it's them.
them comments is all about the Benjamins with him.
I'm gonna say shit. They're gonna have to beat out fucking Miami.
It's all about the Benjamins.
They got hit. They got hit with tampering for. I'm like, how y'all fucked that up? And it seemed like they had that shit in the bag for damn Tom Brady and damn Sean Payton. Y'all fucked it up.
They said when they said that guy was a minority, you know what I mean, head coach. I was looking. I said, man, maybe I hit the maybe I hit the Brittany. You know what I mean, grind. Not Brittany Griner, but what's that big ass NBA player, WNBA player?
No, Brittany.
Brittany.
Yeah, it's Brittany Griner.
Yeah, Brittany Griner. Maybe I hit that pin too hard. You know what I mean? Maybe. I said, yo, that motherfucker look pale, boy.
Man,
What
I
was
was
his
like,
dad mixed
hey,
with?
you had to get the side profile. Side profile,
I
baby.
didn't even see. Yeah, I said his shit was slick back. His shit
Bruh.
was. His
Hey,
shit
but
was.
motherfuckers get to Miami, they feel like they got slick. If they got the hair, you got to slick the shit back.
His
I'm like,
shit.
hey,
His
hey,
shit looked like Pat Riley in '80s when he was
hey.
coaching the
Right.
Lakers. I said, "What the
Exactly.
fuck is this? How this a minority
Exactly.
hire? That shit fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie." I
Hey,
said, man,
y'all. We kept me and Reg. We kept looking like y'all motherfuckers sure about this? Y'all sure that's a minority hire? Are y'all
I said,
sure?
that motherfucker look like that little boy off of Family Matters with the curly
Yes,
top.
yeah.
I said, man, this cannot be a minority hire.
Fucking Richie.
Yeah. I said, what the fuck is this? I said, how this shit is, man? If he
Bruh.
black, I'm Chinese. What the fuck going on?
Hey, I'm just
I
saying.
said,
I'm just saying, dog.
that shit fucked me up, man. I ain't never gonna lie on that one.
Oh man.
But I heard the Raiders, John Gruden
Mm-hmm.
could have had Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, and he said, nah,
Oh
I don't want
yeah.
that.
You crazy as cat shit, boy. You nuttier than squirrel shit if you don't want Gronk and
Could
Brady.
could 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 you imagine him, Waller, and Gronk on the field together?
Bruh. Could have gave the Raiders motherfucking championship
Oh
in
my
Vegas.
god,
Oh, imagine the Raiders winning the fucking Super Bowl in Vegas.
that
In
shit been
Vegas.
that shit been crazy. That shit been
In
crazy.
Vegas already crazy as is, just on a normal day.
Hmm.
And now you got you fuck around and could have had the Raiders winning the Super Bowl.
Hmm.
Shit, man, look, that you know what? I'm glad you know what that's payback. That's karma for him not getting Brady and goddamn and Grunt. You know what? Get your ass out the league. You don't deserve to be here making these dumbass decisions.
How you feel about the, you know what I mean, Aaron Rodgers roller deck right now? He used to have some bad bitches on his team. You know what I mean? Nah, you know what I mean. Now he got a bunch of, you know what I mean, twos, threes. He got a
Right.
BB. He got a car full of
Hey,
BB Dubs and Honda
hey,
Accord. You know what I
this
mean?
motherfucker he got the worst goddamn spades hand in America right now.
That
And they
motherfucker he went from Popeyes to Mrs. Winters. You know what I mean? Or Dodge's Chicken. This shit
oh no,
looking bad.
Dodgers chicken.
This shit looking bad, man. You ever had
Uh,
Dodge's Chicken? That shit gonna give you
yeah.
diarrhea, boy. Don't eat that at that gas station. No
Hey,
Dodge's Chicken.
you wanna lose some weight, get you some Dodgers chicken. But
Oh man.
and then these motherfuckers, I just so happened to turn on TV today talking about he could have an MVP season. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. He can win all the fucking MVPs that he wants. Guess what? It's not gonna equate to a fucking Super Bowl. Why? Because it's fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Hello. All right. Sorry about that. But yeah,
Yeah, bro. But
yeah, man.
he can have a MVP season. Guess what? The motherfuckers are still gonna get their ass put out in the playoffs somewhere. Why? Because it's just Aaron Rodgers. And to be honest, I think he's more of the issue than it is him and the pack. It's him and the ownership of the Packers. They're so fucking tied in to Aaron Rodgers that they don't want to let him go, and all that bullshit. So you know, I can't tell you what episode it was, but I had my few choice words when it came to Aaron Rodgers and if Green Bay should re-sign him, because I was like, man, fuck all that. He's doing all this shit, throwing fits and doing all this shit and sitting here getting on going on damn Pat McAfee show and fucking airing out dirty laundry. I was like, fucking let him go. I would have fuck it. Go with Jordan Love and wait for the next quarterback to come through and fucking build you a new team. Fuck all that, man.
It's not like that's why I don't understand, man. He brought him one little fucking flimsy ass trophy, and
Exactly.
he got a couple MVPs. But he's not worth all that shit, man.
Nah,
He's not worth all that shit. And you know what I mean? You see what he fucking choked on that motherfucking corner cob in the playoffs.
got his ass yoked up. I was like, "Yo, get him out of here."
You know what I mean? So I don't know what they thinking about, man, but they fucking that team up, man.
Well, shit. You seen Devontae Adams got his ass up out of it. Like, man, fuck this. I ain't dealing with this shit.
Ooh,
I'm glad he. To be honest,
big contract.
I said I'm glad he did get up out of there because I'm like that just went to show you it's more an Aaron Rodgers thing than it is a Green Bay thing. Because he's like, well, it could be a little bit of both because they were probably telling, and of course it's speculation. They're probably just like, yo, we're considering bringing Aaron Rodgers back, but then Aaron Rodgers going on with all this drama bullshit, and Devontae was like, man, I ain't got time for all this shit.
If David Carr doesn't throw 4,500 yards.
Fucking if
he 30 touchdowns, 30 tutties, over 30 tutties.
How about you gave
and Devontae Adams
40.
And Devontae Adams don't have at least 8 or 12. Look, he lose his fucking job. He lose his fucking job.
If this motherfucking David Carr does not have at least 40 touchdowns, like you got Waller and you got
Renfrew off that motherfucking slot. Yes. He's gonna be wide open. He's gonna be wide open.
You have a trio. You have a big time trio now, and it's like at this point you can't lose, or you shouldn't lose. I ain't gonna say you can't lose. You shouldn't lose. Not with this trio that you have for receivers. Like, dog. Like I said, you being light with. I feel like you being light with the 30.
It's like, you know what I mean. It's like, you know what I mean, having Megan Good, Jasmine Sullivan, Scissor in the bed. You know what I mean. You get to that moment and get shit go chop on you. What the fuck you doing? How the fuck your shit go chop on you? Like how you do that?
Moment of a lifetime.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you don't make that shit.
I hope he does not underperform with this group. I hope he, and for them, the way that they came out of last season with all the shit that they had going on.
That motherfucker had a busted ass Deshaun Jackson, and he has a come on, man.
You lose John Gruden with his bullshit. You lose Henry Ruggs with his shit, with the whole drunk driving shit. Injuries on top of injury, and y'all still make the fucking playoffs. So I'm looking at it now like shit. This should be smooth sailing for you. You've been through all the bullshit.
If you can't make this shit work, you already gave up a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. You fucked up when you gave up Khalil Mack a couple years ago. Whew. You know what I mean? Now Khalil Mack in the same division to fuck y'all up. You know what I mean? With the Chargers.
That's another team ain't nobody talking about. It's fucking Chargers, dog.
I'm still hurt because he took J.C. Jackson from me. We could have matched all the motherfucking commas on that check. We could have matched that. Him and Dervin James and a little Santi. Oh my god.
Don't do it to you. Don't do it to yourself. You don't do it to you.
I just think about that shit. I just want to throw up. You know what I mean?
That's why I was like, look, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself.
The Chiefs might fuck around being third place, fucking with two of them teams.
And that, like, you look at that entire not the comp, but the division. That division, man. That's the Wild Wild West. For real. Like, that's the fucking Wild Wild West. Hell, even y'all division. Y'all division gonna be tough. Or at least on paper it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, Buffalo just, you know what I mean, got richer and richer. They got O.J. Howard. You got Von Miller.
Yep.
You already got Edmonds. You already got Poyer up top. You already got White. You got, you know what I mean, you got White as a DB. You got
Stephon Diggs at receiver. Like,
and I think they picked another receiver up. I forgot who they picked up.
I forgot too, but yes. And then on top of that, damn quarterback has really came. Like he done got rid of all them early mistakes that he was getting.
I'm motherfucking the Madden character. He's a fucking Madden character. I don't even count him. He kind of remind me if Tim Tebow could be 6'6" or 6'5", and had a good arm. That's what that
Mm-hmm.
shit looked like. You let that motherfucker get to that. You let that motherfucker get to the end zone. It's done dilly.
Oh, you let him get on the run. Because that's the other part that people forget. He can still run the ball. And he don't mind running the ball. That's the other thing. Like, yes, I can throw the ball, but guess what? Motherfucking Pat and Charlie can get me down the field too with no problem. And I'm big enough to take these hits. So
Man, what do you have coming up, man? For your podcast, your personal podcast, before
uh
we get out of here.
as far as Aries talking sports, we're business as usual. We're trying to get guests on.
Just
And
send me an invite,
yeah, I
man.
got
You know what
most
I
definitely.
mean?
Most definitely. But yeah, we've been trying to get guests just to come on and come kick it with us and talk about their team and just roll with us. Like we record we come out with a episode every week. We drop every Friday. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we normally record we normally record every Wednesday
Mm-hmm.
and just depending on the schedule. So Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, and then we drop on Friday. Um, so it's just more so now. I think with as far as Aries talking sports, we're just getting through these dog days of summer until football. We granted football season is kind of here, but not officially. We still in preseason mode, and then we still, of course, seeing what the fucking NBA gonna give us as far as
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to. Hello? Is she going to pick him up? Uh, all right, Bob. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, you good, man.
You know,
Got to take care of the crib.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? These women be calling you like you know what I mean? It's a call from El Chapo. You know what I mean? But
But yeah, we like I said, we just going week by week, man. Trying to come up with new things. We got a segment called I call bullshit, where we find some outlandish shit. Last week it was Antonio Brown and Michael Irvin. So if you want to know what we talking about there, go check
so
out.
so so what service y'all use? Y'all use
We do it. We get on Zoom. We pre-record it via Zoom, and then
no. I'm talking
oh, I'm
about
sorry.
through
Oh,
the
as far
platform.
oh we're all audio. It's all audio because we play music. So
Okay.
we're all audio DSPs, man.
So do you use use Podbeam or Anchor? What
Anchor.
oh
Yep.
you use Anchor? Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
Man, Anchor, man, that motherfucker be coming slow, man. It feel like you be
Yeah.
working for you work in jail for the jail. They give you like 25 cents.
And see, I'm gonna have to get with you as far as like the like we just use it mostly for distribution purposes.
Hmm.
So like I said, we really just getting into it, and that's the one that we know has been on point as far as pushing our shit out. Uh, as
What's it been looking good, man? What's what this?
I mean, we just getting to the point where we can make money, so we need to
My,
do
my, my
our
shit my shit looking like $10, nigga. I only got a
yeah.
cup of noodles. I got a couple packs of
Right.
noodles of
Yeah,
myself.
we need to record our shit. We need to do our ad recording. So
Oh, you don't got the ad recorded.
yeah, we ain't got the
This
ad
is
recording like
Anchor, the
yeah,
easiest way to
right.
create a podcast.
But yeah, we still got to do
And
our ad.
then you go on Spotify, you be hearing bourbon going through your shit. Why don't got no bourbon or
Right,
wild turkey on my shit? You know what I mean?
right.
Man, you in a fucked up Diddy contract right now with Anchor, man.
We
Fuck,
decided
fuck.
niggas on Anchor decided a 360 deal for life.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all niggas 5 y'all got like that. Y'all got that 5,000. Y'all got that little weak ass 5,000 with the Joe Rodeo watch. Y'all got the
Right.
Joe Rodeo. Y'all ain't got the Rolly. You got the Joe
Right.
Rodeo.
Rodeo. But
Mm.
yeah, that's what it's business as usual for Aries Talking Sports or t-shirt
Mhm.
board, t-shirt boards. Like I said, I just got to the point where I just transitioned from more than a photographer. So I was doing that with a few more photographers,
Mhm.
um, and I was doing all the work pretty much. You know, and between doing all the work and then getting half-assed, like getting the half-assed coming on the show, not doing any research when there was research to be done. Hell, half the time I was sending the research out. I texted to the group because I text the rundown through. Okay, this is what we're gonna talk about or whatever. Here's a clip or a quick article so you can formulate your thoughts, and then we get ready to record. Oh, and I bring it up. Oh, I didn't read that or I didn't watch the clip. God damn it, what are we doing this for?
Mhm. That's
So
why I call myself a ratchet. I'm a ratchet TV show. You know what I mean? You podcaster. You know, I got a little bit of, you know what I mean, East Coast mixed with, you know what I mean,
yeah,
a little bit of Southern trash talk. You know what I mean? 'Cause I lived 8 years in Clarksville, Tennessee. So, you know what I mean? That's how it goes, man. But look like you froze and shit. This has been Rise Uncensored Podcast. Hope you enjoyed the episode with me and Smurf. Keep supporting the podcast. I appreciate you. Let me see he's back on. Let me see. Give him his last words. It looked like you froze and shit,
yeah,
man.
man, my shit over here fucking up. But yeah, I know you were saying you were telling me what kind of
You know what I mean? This is you can find anything on this channel, man. From
hmm
I had one episode when I talked about women's hygiene. Is a hairy cat still good? You know what I mean? Back in the '90s,
right.
the afro was cool
Hey,
in the early 2000s, but these
right.
Brazilian waxes changed the game.
You're right.
So I'll talk about everything, man. I
Ah,
go
yeah.
on
No,
current events.
yeah.
I go on.
I'm definitely the type that I'm going to talk about any and everything. I just want I just want the people that are willing to come on and actually talk and have fun with this shit. Like I look at this shit as me chopping it up with my friends and other podcasters if I can get them on, and we just put our shit out there
That's
and
why I call.
have fun doing it. That's it.
That's why I call my shit an uncensored man cave. Cause
Yeah.
you might hear some. One day I might talk about Nick Cannon's talking about 80% of women dirty. I talk about that shit, or I talk about Irv Gotti, or you know what I mean.
Oh
I talk about this shit is this. You know what I mean? A real, he barbershop talk,
yeah.
talk some shit
Absolutely.
talk. Cause I get bored of, you know what I mean. I be the one to talk about blah blah blah, sports this. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I get bored of that shit sometimes.
But see, that's why we separated our like it got to a point where Reggie, people kept asking him about talking sports, but he wanted to keep it with the current event portion, and that's how we got the whole Aries talking sports portion. So now I'm like, okay, cool. If you want to talk sports, come at us on Aries talking sports. You want to talk about everything else, come on our other platform.
Okay, man. Let the
But
people know how they can they get in contact with you. Sorry, man. How they can get in contact with you and um stuff like that.
shit, man. You can hit me up. Of course, William Wiley on Facebook. I guess I'll put.
What
I
about the
guess I
gram? What about the gram? You got
Yeah.
the gram?
Look. I guess I put it. I guess I put it since your platform is being pushed out on Facebook, and YouTube, and everything. So you can hit me up, William Wiley, Wiley, on Facebook. On Instagram, Ghost underscore Saint Patrick 82, St Patrick 82. Uh, hit me up. You can hit us up on Aries Talking Sports on Instagram. I'll definitely respond there. When it comes to T-shirt wars, I've been off the grid for the most part. I have an episode in the tuck that I did with my girlfriend that we did a joint episode because she has her own podcast. So we did a joint
Okay.
episode. We just haven't put the shit out, and I think I'm about to drop that so I can get back into the swing of things of getting t-shirt wars going. So if, more than likely that'll probably drop. I'll probably drop that Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna do some last minute touch up on it. touch ups on it, and then push that out so I can get that going.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that's where you can reach me. If you want to come on the episode and chop it up with me, feel free to hit me up. Rod, I got you, man. I'm definitely gonna bring you on the sports podcast. I bring you on T-shirt wars. I appreciate you having me on.
You
Thank you
know.
so much. Hey, especially for this to be through Facebook.
Yeah, man. Cause I just find it real corny, man. Just the shit of you gotta. You know how many times I put a link out like,
Yeah,
yo, it don't cost no money. You ain't putting no money in my kid's mouth. Just to hit a subscribe button or come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You ain't this. I ain't robbing you. I ain't trying to sell you my mixtape because that shit went double plastic. So I'm not polluting the atmosphere with my bars.
yeah.
So
Right.
you support my dream with my gift of gap. So
Yeah.
um, you know
And
what I mean?
that's for any podcast, man. We're grassroots podcast. We just out here we doing this shit just because we like to do the shit. Like if
Some
something
days, I might drink a Colt 45 or Modelo. You know what I mean? I'll just sit here just talking shit.
Not the Billy D.
You know what I mean? I go back to '95 when motherfuckers had fatigues on. You know what I mean?
Hey, hey, we can do a fatigue episode. I'll pull up. Let's
You know what I
go.
mean? But this, you know what I mean? Go support this brother and on his Aries Sports talk.
Aries talking
Uh,
sports.
Aries Sports. Oh man, Aries Sports and talk, and also support his other, you know what I mean, other ventures, man. And this has been Rod Levert, aka Rod Womack, Rod Pendergrass, the BB Dub lover, the Fupa protector. You know what I mean? I'm tired of y'all big girls hiding your stomach, man. It's beautiful. Long as they ain't too overboard where I can't see that pot. You hear me? But you know what I mean?
Yo.
But this has been another episode of Rod's Uncensored Podcast, and we out.